We are then a musical animal, or to be more precise, an erect, musical, featherless, running biped, sometimes given to staggering. Music is a channel for essential aspects of our existence, if not a source of it. But there remains the question of what we do with these capacities, and on this matter, consider Orpheus. As the tale goes, Orpheus makes such beautiful music that the birds and beasts are enchanted, the trees and rocks dance, and even rivers change course in order to get closer to him. But then his beloved wife Eurydice is bitten by a snake and dies. Orpheus, inconsolable, sings so sadly that the gods and nymphs of the upper world weep. At their suggestion, he travels down to Hades, where he begs the king and queen of the dead to restore his love to life. Never before have the rulers of the underworld been moved by the pleas of a mortal man, but Orpheus' music softens their hearts, and they agree to allow Eurydice to return with him to life, on condition that he walk in front and not look back until both reach the upper world. Orpheus sets off, with Eurydice following. As soon as he reaches the upper world, he turns to look, forgetting that she too needs to have reached the top of the path from Hades for the pledge to be fulfilled. Eurydice vanishes forever, and Orpheus is left alone. A pretty tale, to be sure, but what use is it? In what sense is it, as Christopher Smart wrote, of the truth? Myths are not merely about messages and meanings. Still, here are three to hazard. The first, which I have already outlined and is in any case so obvious that it hardly needs stating, is that music can be one of the most astounding forces in life, so powerful that in the heightened states of emotion to which it takes us, it can seem to bring us close to overcoming death itself. Music emanating from the non-human world, not least the songs of great whales, overturns a long-established self-centeredness, rather as did the first photographs of Earth taken from space, suggesting the possibility of profound changes and expansion of human consciousness. A second message in the story of Orpheus is a warning. At the critical moment, Orpheus fails to exercise self-control, and as a result loses what he most loves. The lesson then is that we should sometimes restrain our impulses, even when this is the hardest thing in the world to do. A third take on the Orpheus myth is never look back, but this is, I think, wrong. The point is not that we should forget the past, but rather that we should know when and how to look back. Nietzsche's doctrine of eternal return, as expressed in Zarathustra, is often also interpreted wrongly. It does not mean we should be endlessly repeating the past. Rather, it means we should will, in the sense of fully inhabiting and being at peace with, all that has made us what we most essentially are, including our evolutionary origins and our kinship with other animals. It follows that we should embrace our human ancestors much more fully than we often do. This does not mean getting romantic or sentimental about the Stone Age. Enthusing about the paleo-terrific has on occasion led people in some strange directions. It does mean more fully imagining the lives and worlds of genus Homo. And he quotes, "For hundreds of thousands of years we've made stone tools, people sitting together under the trees, chipping and tapping and napping their flint, their obsidian, their jasper, and their multiple rhythms, together with the sound of the cicadas and birdsong, would have been musical. The earliest peoples did not live on the harshest margins of the world, as do a few surviving groups of Bushmen, Australian Aboriginals and Inuit today. Rather, they lived where other life forms were often abundant, to an extent we would find incredible today. If we listen hard, we may catch hints of their music every day in 100 little unremembered acts. And if we can, on the basis of sound evidence carefully interpreted, better imagine the details and qualities of this deep past, allowing voice to those who are long since mute, then the life we do know and can imagine for the future is sure to become a little more astounding. Our ancient ability to walk and run huge distances in virtually every terrestrial environment, and our music, song, and dance will have carried us there.